Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to be finally unboxing the new Kiarasky dust collector. I want to go ahead and say that the box is really heavy, so I'm kind of curious to see how heavy the actual dust collector is going to be. So the box is actually really huge. I'm going to try to stay in frame as much as I can, but keep in mind this box is huge. So this is what I seen when I opened up the package. I'm going to try and see if I can get it in frame a little bit better, but this is what the shipping box looks like. So as you guys can see, this box is massively huge. It is so hard for me to try to get everything in frame, so I do apologize. But as you can see, I did get the purple one to match my drill and my lamp. I'm so excited, so let's get right into the unboxing. So the first thing that I see on mine is this warning label to not stick it on your wall. This is to prevent it from falling off and breaking. Please do not stick it to your wall if you don't want it to break. I know they have advertised it like that quite a lot, but please do not do that at home. Here's also a few pro tips for the dust collector. I am going to quickly go ahead and take off the protective plastic so you guys can see it a little bit better. So as you guys can see, the box is really similar to the drill and the lamp boxes. I absolutely love the effort that Kiarasky puts into their packaging. It always feels so nice to open up the products. Here on the back, we do have some of the features for the dust collector. This is a 120,000 RPM high-speed dust collector. It does have a very strong suction, which is one of the biggest things that I see advertised about this dust collector. I have heard that most dust collectors are typically around 3,000 RPM, so that makes this dust collector very strong. It is also acetone resistant like their lamp and the drill. This is very important whenever you do nails because it's very likely that you have acetone to remove your nail products. So having acetone resistant electronics is insanely important. This is a sliding box, so I am going to go ahead and open it up. As you can see, right after sliding the box out of the bigger box, it says Dust, the two of us. That is so cute. Kiarasky always comes out with the cutest names and sayings for their products. The first paper that we have here does show all of the colors that they currently have, which is the purple, white, pink, and blue. This is the warranty card, so please make sure to register online within 30 days of your purchase to protect your dust collector. Next, we do have the instructions. Do make sure to read all of these before using it. And here is the dust collector. Look how pretty she is. Let's go ahead and take out the dust collector. Depending which bundle that you choose for your dust collector when you purchase, you may also get some disposable filters. And the last thing in the box is the power adapter. So this power adapter actually matches the color of your dust collector, which I think is really cute. It's definitely going to be a lot easier knowing what cable is which because this one is colored to match the dust collector. I know I kind of struggle with finding the correct adapter for the product that I'm trying to charge. So I really do like how this one is the same color as the dust collector. It also has the name of the dust collector on the back. The power adapter very obviously plugs into the bottom of your dust collector and into the wall. Here's a closer look at the disposable filters. The dust collector bundle that does include the filters comes with 20. They do also sell the filters separately on the Kiarasky website. As of right now, they are offering 70 filters for $8, which is actually really affordable if you are doing nails on clients. There's actually two ways to open this. You can tear right here and pull them out like tissues, or you can just cut the top. So this is what the disposable filter looks like. On one side it does feel pretty smooth and the other side is textured. I do believe it's textured to help grab the dust and prevent it from flying into the air. So enough about everything else, here's the actual dust collector. Let's go ahead and take a quick view around the entire dust collector. On the back here is the area for the adapter, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. I really like how it has a cutout on the side for the cable to stick out of. That way you're not bending any cables and it's able to sit flat on the table. Once you plug in the adapter, this little light does turn on to indicate that your dust collector is ready to be used. So the first thing I want to show you is the filter plate. I really like the design on this and it does match the color of the dust collector perfectly. This is pretty heavy because it is metal. And it also connects to the dust collector with magnets. Underneath the filter plate, we do have the HEPA filter. You do need to clean this out after every few clients. This is going to help further collect all of the dust. To clean the HEPA filter, you do want to make sure your dust collector is off and unplugged. Take the filter out. You can then dump it out into the trash to empty out all of the dust particles. Then you will want to rinse the filter with cool water until it's clean. You don't want to have any dust left in the filter. Then shake it up and down to remove the excess water and let it dry for 24 hours. There is two different ways to apply the disposable filters, and I'm going to go ahead and show you one of them. The first way to use the disposable filters is actually to place it underneath the filter plate. Whenever you use the disposable filters this way, you do want to make sure to turn off the dust collector before removing the filter plate. That way it doesn't suck in the disposable filter. The second way to use the disposable filters is actually to place it over top. Whenever you use the disposable filter this way, you do want to make sure to leave the dust collector running until you've removed the disposable filter. That way it prevents any dust from flying into the air. To remove the filter, you just want to start by folding in the corners to make sure you don't spill out any of the dust. So that is most of the features about this dust collector. Let's go ahead and see how loud it is. When you press the on and off button at the top once, you will have the lower setting. And when you press it again, that is going to have the higher speed setting for the dust collector. So this is the first setting for the dust collector. This itself is pretty loud, but it's not like overwhelming to me. I've never used a dust collector, so I don't really have anything to compare this to. Let's go ahead and see how loud the second setting is. Honestly, the second setting isn't that much louder than the first one, but you can tell quite a difference between the two settings. That cuts off super quick. I wasn't quite expecting it to turn off that quickly. I bet it kind of sounds funny on camera. It sounds funny in person. As you guys just heard, it is pretty loud, but that is kind of expected for a dust collector. Like I was trying to say while the dust collector was on, I don't have another dust collector, so I have nothing to compare this to. So I can't quite compare this to any other dust collector noise. But in my opinion, it is loud, but it's not unbearably loud. I just personally don't think you'll want to be having a conversation while the dust collector is on. So here's my little collection of purple Kiarasky electronics. Look how cute these are. They go together so well. Honestly, I kind of wish the Kiarasky logo on the dust collector lit up, but even though it doesn't, it still looks really good. So I'm back. It's a little bit later on in the day, and I do want to go ahead and quickly demonstrate how the dust collector works. I'm just going to be filing off some of my jelly tips. They do have gel polish over top. At this point in the video, I do want to go ahead and thank Kiarasky for sponsoring today's video, as well as sending over the dust collector for me to review. If you guys are interested to purchase, all of these products are linked down below, and you can use my discount code KCNAILS to save a little bit of money. Of course, to remove some of the product, I am using my Kiarasky purple nail drill, and I'm using the 5-in-1 purple bit. This is one of my favorite drill bits to remove product. The tip of the drill bit is very fine, so it's really good to go around your cuticle area, and lower down on the barrel it is a chunkier grit, so it's going to remove product very quickly. This is a really good drill bit. I definitely recommend it. So I'm just going to go ahead and start filing the nails. Of course, I'm not going to be talking through this, but I will try to get as many angles as possible so you guys can really see the dust collector in action. So yeah, let's go ahead and start the filing. Okay, so I want to go ahead and say that the entire time that I was filing, I was using the lower speed. So I will say that this can do even better if you have it on the higher speed. But I want to go ahead and show you that there's basically no nail dust anywhere else on my desk. This is absolutely crazy. I have to say I really love it already. It is pretty loud, which kind of sucks, but at the same time I think the noise is definitely worth saving your lungs and getting nail dust everywhere. There is some dust on the dust collector itself on the bottom part, but that is honestly fine. It is not all over the table or anything. You can see on the disposable Kiara mat that I have, there's basically no nail dust. The main thing that I care about is that my clothes are not covered in nail dust like usual. I really like this. I'm definitely going to be using this anytime I have to file nails. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you how to take off the disposable filter. Like I said earlier, whenever you place the disposable filter under the filter plate, you do want to make sure to turn off the dust collector first. As you can see, there is some green nail dust on the filter plate. You will have to clean this in between your clients. So typically whenever you remove the filters, you want to fold up the corners first. That way you do not release any of the dust into the floor. And that is basically how you use the disposable filter. You'll then want to throw this away in the trash. One more thing, I do want to quickly test to see how strong this dust collector actually is. Here is all of the dust that it collected from me filing the nails. I'm just going to place this over top of the filter plate and I'm going to turn it on to the highest speed and turn it upside down. The test here is to see if any of this nail dust falls onto the table. Okay, as you can see, I did not do any cut clips or anything. Guys, there is no nail dust at all. So that basically concludes my unboxing and quick trial of the Kiara dust collector. Again, I will have this linked down below. Just off my quick experience with this dust collector, I definitely recommend it. It's a very high quality dust collector and it works extremely well. You're not going to be inhaling any dust particles while using this dust collector. I would 100% recommend this if you do nails very often or if you are a nail tech. Do make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you have the Kiara dust collector or if you're planning to get it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! For what I'm about to show you, please do not attempt this yourself. I am not encouraging you to try this. I would definitely discourage you from doing this. It even says so in the packaging. Do not stick it on the wall. Guys, I am so curious. I've been wanting to stick it to my wall since I first seen Kiara's advertisement for this. I know this is not how the dust collector is intended to be used. This is only for demonstration purposes to show you how strong the dust collector actually is. Keep in mind, guys, this dust collector is pretty heavy. I'll try to weigh it and I'll put it up on screen so you guys can really understand how heavy this dust collector is and how strong the suction of the dust collector is. The reason you do not want to do this yourself is because the dust collector will shut off if the suction is being blocked. So in other words, after a few seconds of the suction not working, it will turn off and your dust collector will fall on the floor and break. So please do not do this. That is exactly what happened to me. I did turn it on to the highest setting and I stuck it onto the wall. It does have a really strong suction, like I was struggling to pull it off. And while I was trying to pull it off of the wall, the dust collector did turn off because the suction was being blocked. So again, please do not try this at home.